There has to be a shift when we think about what a revolution is. A revolution is when you are changing the current establishment. You are changing the current government. You are changing the current law because it doesn't benefit you, and you decide to put a new law in place by force. That force could be you just saying, I'm not spending my dollar this way, I'm spending my dollar that way. I'm not thinking this way. I'm not thinking that my job is my protection. I'm thinking that I am my financial protection, and I got to do all things necessary to protect myself. I'm talking about a new movement right here. So when you look at Trap and Tools, when you asking me, Trap, I want to read this book. Trap, give me a book list. Trap, I just made some money. Trap, I just lost some money, but I'm still in the game. I want you to understand that you're not thinking like the normal people. I want you to put this under complete comprehension. I want you to embody this. I want you to take hold of it. I want you to understand that you are metamorphosizing. You are transforming. I want you to understand you're doing something, a new something that's happening inside of you, and it may feel like it's normal, but to the outside world, to the people who are looking at you, to the people who been on you, they see the difference. Now, whether they tell you or not is a whole different story. I want you to understand that. I want you to walk in that. I want you to walk in that. I want you to understand there's consequences behind what you're doing. Some of those consequences may be new friendships. Some of those consequences may be old conversations got to go. Some of those consequences are a lifetime of freedom, because that's what comes with building wealth. I need you to understand that you are on the precipice of something extremely new, something invigorating, something like an exodus that's going to change your life. I want you to get it. I want you to walk into this. I want you to understand that you are transforming how you see money. Even though it's a new normal for you, I don't want you to down, because we got a habit of downplaying when we moving. We got a habit of downplaying it like, no, I want you to be proud of the steps you taking. I want you to be proud of the $50 a week that you saving to invest. I want you to be proud of the first stock you bought. I want you to be proud of you opening up the custodial account. I want you to be proud of the fact that maybe one of your stocks didn't go the way you want to go, but you ain't quit. I want you to be proud of the fact that maybe you made a trade that didn't go your way, but you say, you know what? That's part of the game. That's a whole new mindset that you're taking on. I'm telling you, I'm proud of you, but I want you to understand that we a new movement. I want you to understand that. There's a reason why we did stock market in the streets this past week. The reason was because we wanted to be at the forefront of the new movement. We wanted to be walking with the people in the new movement. To get 200, 300, 150 people just less than 24 hours notice, that was checking the temperature of the culture. That was checking the temperature in the community. That was us saying this is a new movement. But it ain't new. It's new to this era, but it's the blueprint of how the old leaders got stuff done. It's a new movement. It's a new movement. I want you to understand that, like, we don't have no plot. Like, we also understand that God is at the forefront, but at the back of that, we understand we got to get some money too. Because the Bible says a good man leave an inheritance for his kids. That inheritance is wealth. That inheritance is information. That inheritance is supposed to increase, not decrease. This is a new movement I'm talking about. We are normalizing something new, and I do not want you to downplay this like this ain't what's going on right here. I don't want you to do that. I want you to bear witness to what you being a part of. I want you to bear witness, like when I look at movies when I look at Dr. King and I see the people getting sprayed down, they was part of a movement. Everybody has a part. When they walked across the bridge in Selma, when you look at everybody like, yo, that's a new movement. I want to be a part of that. When you saw the Panthers stand in front of the Capitol in Frisco, yo, that's a new movement. I want to be a part of that. When you heard Malcolm say by any means necessary, that's a new movement. I want to be a part of that. So when you say If you allow them to feed you, you get them permission to starve me. That's a new movement. When we say Wall Street looks like us now, that's a new movement. We got to embody that. We embody that by how we think. We embody that by how we spend our money. We embody that by what we teach our kids. We embody that by the conversations we have between man and woman. We embody that on how we treat our elders. We embody that on the books we read. We embody that by what we let entertain us. We embody that by what we listen to. We embody that by the conversation. We embody that by the group text. It's a new movement in a new era, but the blueprint is the same.
What's good, trappers, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Right now, I want to invite you to an amazing experience full of value. That is my community, Trappers Anonymous. It's 100% the greatest fundamental investing community on the market. Listen, your portfolio should be a masterpiece. And the only way we get you there is if we help you to learn how to invest with confidence. Now listen, I get it. Like, you don't know a lot about stocks, or maybe you've heard people say how much money they lost in stocks, but I can guarantee you, one, because they weren't in the community, and two, they lack the information. Our goal in Trappers Anonymous is to help you, really to hold your hand on the journey to becoming a confident investor, learning how to navigate through the different events that the stock market goes through, to take you from panic to encouragement. There's no better time than now. This is an opportunity only for those who are willing to be on the journey. So listen, man, click the link below. Come join me in Trappers Anonymous, man. I will see you in one of our many classes, whether it's Moat Monday, whether it's the 2-hour class we do on Sunday, or whether it's just a book club. Everything is geared toward making you a better investor so you can triple your net worth and turn your last name to an asset. It's your boy, Wall Street Trapper. See you in the trap.
I need us to understand that. It's a new movement. Episode 52. The title is A New Movement. I need us to take grasp of what that is. I understand that it looked like, every Tuesday I do this, but you're not doing this just to listen to trap. I'm just at the forefront. I just got the information, but you are the one that's implementing the information. You the one that's taking the information and saying, this is what I'm gonna invest in. You the one taking the information saying, I'm about to open my account up right now. You the one taking the information saying, I'm about to open this account for my daughter or my son or my niece or my nephew. You the one saying, I'm not about to die working this job. You the one saying that I'm going to retire, not when they say I'm going to retire, but I'm going to retire 20 years earlier than that because I'm going to have my money right. You the one saying, I'm going to be a millionaire in 5 years and putting the steps in order. It's a new movement. And I need you to understand that you are part of this and you got a sole role in this. I want you to understand that you are part of the nucleus of this. I want you to understand you are vital. You are essential. You are pivotal to this movement being catastrophic. That's what I want you to understand. We ain't just listening to Trapping Tuesdays for no reason. I ain't just coming here for no reason. I ain't just flying my team across the United States of America for no reason. I understand that there's a new movement and I just want to be a part of it. Whether I'm the leader, whether I'm whatever, I just want to be a part of it. I don't got to be the leader. I ain't the captain of the yacht, but I'm on the boat. That's what I need you to understand. It's a new movement. And the more of us on the movement, the more that we can apply pressure to the current infrastructure. The more of us in the movement, we go from protesting to lobbying. The more of us in the movement, the more we get education to be the way we need it to be. The more of us in the movement, we can get the liquor stores out of our community. The more of us in the movement, we can get the check cashing places out of our community. The more of us in the movement, we can demand that police start policing us and stop running us like tyrants. The more of us in the movement, the more we can get healthcare companies to treat us right. The more of us in the movement, we can get fruits with seeds in them. The more of us in the movement, we can start operating different. The more of us in the movement, we can make them sell us stuff in our food that don't got red dye 40 in it. The more of us in the movement, we can start making sure our kids get properly educated. The more of us in the movement, we can stop trying to say the government ain't doing this, the school system ain't doing that. The more of us in the movement, we can do it. I need us to understand that it's a new movement that's going on, and all of us play a vital role in the movement being impactful. That's what I need us to understand. That's what I need us to understand. That's what I need us to understand. It's a brand new movement. But the blueprint is the same. I stand here in front of you, not a perfect man. I stand here in front of you, a man that is learning how to be a leader. I stand in front of you saying, I am a man that is learning how to continuously learn. I am a man that is still a student of life. I am perfectly flawed, but I will 100% participate in the new movement, no matter what it look like. We can't let people continuously tell us what's good, what's bad. We can't try to fight. We got to understand that there's more of us that have been programmed than us that have been awakened. So I need us to understand that we can't fight with the people that's programmed because we fighting a losing battle. What we got to do is we got to keep pushing forward so they can understand by result. So we can understand that, yo, this is what we need to be doing. So they can understand I'm not on that. What happened was when they see an impactful demonstration, they don't have no choice but want to join. What do you think happened when the Panthers stood in front that courtroom? People say, who is that with them guns standing up to them police like that? I need to be a part of that. What do you think people said when they saw the Nation of Islam marching and men getting cleaned up and women getting cleaned up? People say, I need to be a part of that. What do you think happened when all those people saw Martin Luther King walking up the street? People say, I need to be a part of that. What happens is we don't fight with the people that's being programmed. We show them a different way and we make them say, that's what I want to be, not over here. We not having them conversations. I don't want to listen to that music. We just saying it's a new movement and all of us have a role to play in order for it to be impactful. Episode 52 is called A New Movement. That's what it's called. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Like being in the streets. People don't understand. We in the streets. Nothing against nobody else because everybody has a pivotal role to play in the movement. Some people got to go talk to the billionaires so that they can open the door and get the information and come back. That's cool. Some of us got to be grassroots so we can do that. Malcolm couldn't go to the White House. He had to go to the United Nations, but Martin could. We got to understand that we all got a role to play in the movement. Fred Hampton ain't going to go talk to him because he wanted to be in the streets of Chicago linking up the Latin kings and the whites and the black. Everybody got a different role to play in the movement. So for me, as a Wall Street trapper and my team and what we building is, yo, we gonna go in the parks. We don't care if it's 102 degrees in New Orleans. We don't care if it's 102 degrees in Houston. We don't care if it's 101 degrees in Dallas. We just gonna get some coolers and put some ice in it, and if somebody fall out, we gonna get the ambulance. We gonna make sure they good, but we gonna keep on pushing the message. We gonna go to California. We don't care. We gonna go to Atlanta. We don't care. It's a new movement, and everybody got a role to play in this movement. I need us to understand that.